Hey guys, it's Kevin, and this is the new MacBook Air. Apple announced it last month at WWDC, and it has the new M2 chip, an all-new design, new display, just about everything is new. By the time you're watching this, I've been using it for about 3 days now, so not enough time for a full review, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified when that video goes live. In today's video, I'll give you my first impressions of Apple's best-selling notebook, but first, let's start off with the unboxing. So the box shows the new side profile, and it's razor thin. Let's open this up. I love the smell of new Macs. Here's the MacBook Air, but let's set that off to the side for now. There's a USB-C to MagSafe 3 cable, it's braided and color matched to the MacBook Air. The usual documentation is included as well as Apple stickers, and they're color matched as well. And here's the 30-watt USB-C power adapter. Now back to the MacBook Air. This is a new midnight color, and you can definitely see the hint of blue. It also comes in silver, starlight, and space gray. I'll leave a link to this in the description box below. I would have preferred a darker color like matte black, but this is really nice. It looks like it's going to be a fingerprint magnet. Okay, I really like the new design. It looks like a squished down version of the 14-inch and 16-inch MacBook Pros. It's uniform and squared off now, so there's no more wedge shape. The new design is just 0.44 inches thin and weighs 2.7 pounds. And I can easily hold this with one hand without getting any arm fatigue. On the left side, MagSafe makes its return. And this frees up the 2 Thunderbolt ports unlike the previous MacBook Air where you had to use one for charging. On the right side, there's a headphone jack, no SD card slot or HDMI port. This new MacBook Air also has a new 4-speaker sound system that's inside the hinge, and a new 3-mic array. There's also a full height function row and Touch ID in the corner. The Apple logo is bigger, and I noticed there's no MacBook Air text engraved anywhere. Alright, when you open up the MacBook Air, you'll see the new display. The bezels are now thinner and symmetrical all the way around, and this makes the display bigger at 13.6 inches. The display is also brighter at 500 nits. It's LED backlit, so no mini LED. And just like the 14-inch and 16-inch MacBook Pros, Apple added a notch, which houses the new 1080p camera. The notch is noticeable if using light mode, but it blends in on dark mode. And if you use an app in full screen, the notch doesn't get in the way of your content. So this is equipped with the next generation of Apple Silicon, M2. It's the base model with an 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU, 8GB unified memory, and 256GB of storage. Compared to the M1 chip, Apple is claiming that the M2 is up to 18% faster in CPU performance and up to 35% faster in the GPU department. I'll test this chip the entire week to see how it performs. I'll be doing normal tasks like web browsing and watching videos, then using Microsoft Office for my day job, then editing some 4K videos for YouTube. And just like the previous generation MacBook Air, the efficiency of the M2 chip allows us to be completely fanless. One thing I have noticed is the incredible battery life. Starting from 100%, I set this up as a new Mac, downloaded all of my messages, emails, and photos, installed all of my apps, watched videos, wrote the script, and at the time of this writing, I'm at 55%. Now let's talk about the price. The base model starts at $1199, so $200 more than the previous M1 MacBook Air, which Apple is still keeping in the lineup. Personally, if I went in the market for a new MacBook Air, then I would spend the extra $200. You get an all-new design, the new M2 chip, a thinner and lighter notebook, an extra port, a bigger and brighter display, a 1080p camera, and more. Apple also introduced another Mac with the M2 chip, the MacBook Pro, the same design from 2016 with a newer chip inside. This starts at $1299. So the MacBook Air is a better buy with all those features I mentioned before, but the MacBook Pro does have a fan for active cooling, longer battery life, and a touch bar if you're a fan of that. And that's it for my first look at the new M2 MacBook Air. Again, I'll be daily driving this for the next week, so if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, then please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!